Okay, so can you tell me your name, who you are, and where we are?
My name is Harrison Guy, and I'm the Director of Arts and Culture for the Fifth Ward Community Redevelopment Corporation, and we are at the historic Deluxe Theater on Lyons Avenue.
Okay, good. So tell me about the Deluxe Theater. What's its history? When was it founded? What is it?
Sure. So the Deluxe Theater was originally opened in 1941, and it was opened as a movie theater for the community. There were two other places that black people could see movies at that time, but what the community really liked about the Deluxe is that they showed films that kids could see. So it was seen as a family movie house. It stayed open until 1969, and then it sat vacant until it was reopened and renovated in 2015 with a tri-agreement between the City of Houston, Texas Southern University, and the Fifth Ward Community Redevelopment Corporation, and it was renovated as a proscenium theater, so more for plays and not so much for films. And so we've kind of re-envisioned this as the hub for creativity within the community.
I can tell you a dancer. Okay, good. So who were its original founders or owners, and are there any key people that should be highlighted?
That is actually on our list. Currently, we are doing lots of oral histories with the community to learn as much as we can about these assets because a lot of it just wasn't documented and wasn't documented well. And that is one of the questions that we have is what was the lineage of it in terms of ownership? Who owned it? Who started it? Who ran it? Did they stay the entire time? Did it switch owners? Those are some of the questions we have for the community. And we're really excited to take on oral histories specifically for the Deluxe Theater.
Okay, good. I wasn't aware. So tell me a little bit about Fifth Ward, the community that it's in.
So Fifth Ward it's the African American community, and currently it is now designated by the state as a African American cultural arts district. And so what that means is we get to preserve the history of this area, and it's a vibrant community. It has the same story as many other African American communities all over the globe in terms of gentrification and resources and being ignored. It has that history, but just like other black communities, it also has the history of having lots of art and culture, lots of great history and heritage. And so one of the things that I really like about Fifth Ward is it has a very strong music history. And so lots of musical greats played here at the Club Matinee. And when the Club Matinee was going on, it was known as the Cotton Club of the South, and it was on Lyons Avenue as well, right across the street from where the Deluxe Theater is today. And because that venue was in Fifth Ward, lots of musical greats came to the city and played at that place. But what was really great is they used Fifth Ward students, Fifth Ward musicians to play for them and eventually even go on tour with them.
Oh yeah, that's like Mr. Bird's uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Thank you. So let's see. You kind of answered this a little bit, but maybe you can, if there's anything you want to add about why it was created. I know you're still, researching about the history of the owners. But maybe talk about the purpose, it was meant to serve in the past,
Mm-hmm.
but also the purpose it serves today. If there's anything you want to add on that.
Okay. I think originally, of course, when the Deluxe Theater was first created, it was during segregation. So of course, it was a space where black people could have entertainment, joy, a place for fellowship. And just a place to see great art. And so because we were not allowed to see movies anywhere else in the city, it was very, very important, not only to the community, because people came from all over Houston, black people came from all over Houston, of course, to see films here, but that was the importance of it. What is different today is that we do have a level of diversity, of course. It is opened up racially, but it still centers black stories, black people. It's still a space where black people can come and feel like they can be themselves and they can see their art.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that. Are there any important events that took place here? I know we talked a lot about Club Matinee in the past, but I'm curious.
Yeah, so we, in 1971, the Deluxe Show, which actually was a visual art exhibition, happened here at the Deluxe Theater. And that's interesting. People find that story interesting because it was a movie theater. Well, what happened was the Damonils wanted to have a specific art exhibition within a black community here in Houston. And so they called upon an artist named Peter Bradley to curate a show. And they went all over Houston in black communities looking for spaces to host this exhibition. And Peter Bradley thought that the Deluxe was the perfect place because it was really big, it had a lot of space, they could do all of the exhibition in one place. And so he really, really liked the Deluxe. And so the Deluxe Theater became the place for that Deluxe Show, which historically it was the first integrated arts exhibition in the United States. And so it was the first time that black artists, white artists came together to do an exhibition. And so within the art community, it's a really, really big deal.
That's really cool. Can you talk a little bit about exhibits that y'all are having here now?
Yeah, so we just, last year in 2021, we celebrated the 50th anniversary of the historic Deluxe Show. And with that exhibition, we wanted to still keep the same spirit of it being integrated and it being diverse. And so we had a really, really nice, diverse mixture of artists. That's everything from sculpture artists to painters to people that work with fabrics. We brought them all together to not do a recreation of the Deluxe Show, but to do what this show means to them as artists. And so every year, in August and September, we will host the Deluxe Show exhibition, and each year it would have a different theme, a different concept, but that's something that we would do annually, just to pay homage to that amazing event that happened here at the Deluxe.
Oh, that's really cool. And also, are there any other special programs that you want to highlight or events? You know, I know it's an event space as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, people host all kinds of things here, which is what I really like about it. It's a very flexible space. And so we have everything from repasts to birthdays to reunions. We love when Wheatley High School has their reunions here. But I would like to highlight the Deluxe Kids, which is our new kids program. It's a musical theater program for students 7 to 13. They just had their debut performance for the holiday with a play that was written by a Fifth Ward native. And so just a really, really awesome program for the community and for kids all over the city to come if they have an interest in performing or they just want to try something new. And so we really, really are excited about that program, and we hope to see it really grow.
I love that. I was out of town when that happened.
Oh, it was amazing. They did an amazing job.
I want to see, do y'all have footage? Or?
We have pictures. I don't think we have a video. There were some sound issues because half the kids had mics, other half did not. So the quality of the sound probably wouldn't be great on the video. But we have a lot of photographs.
Okay, I want to
Yeah, I'll send you the link to them.
Yes, that's amazing. And I know you covered a lot of this, so I'll ask you this question. If you have anything you really just want to add that we haven't covered, please feel free to add it here. But, you know, what makes the Deluxe unique? You know, we already covered most of that, but how does it contribute overall to the cultural and historical landscape of Houston?
Yeah, so, you know, our mission statement is really about being the theater within reach. And that means a lot of things, but it specifically means to us that we really want to be accessible. We want to have plays and shows that anyone can come see, so we're always looking for ways to have community engagement as a pillar of various play groups, art theater groups, music groups. Whoever is here, we always ask them, what can you do with the community? But we also want to serve as like a hub for the theater community and the creative community. So a lot of people come to us for resources. That could be anything from helping with their sets to resources or equipment that we have. We really like to share. And so we want this to be a place that is really about community, both from a creative community standpoint and the actual physical community that it sits within.
I love it, I love it. And then any final words, and then just tell the people how they can connect with you, you know, social media, not Instagram, but that's included, but website, any other thing like that.
Yeah, you know, the Deluxe is a really special place because of its history. We're really excited that it is here, it's alive, it is thriving, it is a space where you can come dream and dream big. So we really encourage people to just come meet with us and let us see if we can be a part of whatever that dream is, and you can we'll help you to make history here at the Deluxe. You can visit us on our social media platforms at The Deluxe Theater.
Okay, say the last part again because I got excited and talked.
Sure.
Sorry.
You can reach us on all platforms at The Deluxe Theater.
And sing. Okay, great. Thank you so much.